Okay, about 10 feet behind me is the brick of Sidney Marshall that James and Lucy had installed right back here where Rye is. And in World War II Museum in New Orleans. Sidney Marshall Jr. was in the 7th Corps primarily, 4th Division, 8th Infantry, 1st Battalion, Company B. He was using the map that I got from Mr. E.J. Uso from the Department of War about the first 1,000 to 1,500, maybe to 2,000, but it's in the first, probably about number 1,000 on the beach. If you average it out, actually, it might have been right there at the front line, you know, on the first ones out of about millions, hundreds of thousands of soldiers at Utah Beach. It was Utah, Utah. But anyway, regardless, excerpts of letters from Sidney Marshall Jr., SAM Senior, 1944-1945, during Sidney Marshall Jr.'s European World War duty, June 14th, 1944, France. But what would any Yankee be doing in France in a time like this? I will tell you one thing though, and that is that I've missed all of you more than these last few days than ever before. June 25th, 1944, France. Spoiled back here at the field hospital. I do want to get back to the same outfit and not get transferred to a new one. I never did tell you, but at the time of my accident, I was commanding the company. Really a fine bunch of fellas, love Bubba. June 23rd, La Belle, France. Let's all hope this war will be over soon. It wasn't. So we can all get home. Love, Sydney. June 25th, France. France is surely a beautiful country. I have a very good German camera. I guess he got it from the Germans, you know, from the adversaries, which would have, they were just humans like we and us, all of us, in a bad bind. The leaders started the war somehow. They were patriots, just like the Americans were patriots, but they got mixed up in the war and they had catastrophe. 100,000 people, 100 million people dead. Anyway, you had our German camera, 2 rolls of film, and I'm getting some good shots, which I think all were lost, except for very few, both in and out of battle. Please send me immediately at least 6 rolls of 135mm film. Don't forget, the French people are surely happy to see us. Love, Sydney. You okay, Elise? Because I know you're a little cold. You're not cold? Okay. July 2nd, 1944, France. I was in the first group literally to hit the French coast on D-Day, and I fought all the way up the peninsula, Monaburg, Valognes, Cherbourg. I've seen some rough times and been in some close shaves, but by the grace of God, I came through. And at the present time, I feel as good as ever. The people remind me very much of the Louisiana French, Miss Elise, that's the Cajuns and the Creoles. They are very glad to see us. Mama, please stop asking me about the nurse. That was one country back in England I did not have time to pick up to go out with the nurses or anyone else here. Dad, will you please check up at the bank? All right, Sydney the 3rd, and let me know how my account stands. I hope the allotments are reaching the bank regularly. June 24th, 29th, 1944, France. Still right in there pitching. They've had a little spare time recently and I'm taking lots of snapshots, and they were just about all lost, as far as I know. The French people are very happy to see us. War makes a person think about God more than all the sermons in the world. I think I'll be a good boy from now on. And that's why I'm such a good boy, because I remember stuff like this. Okay? All right, anyway, July 4th, 1944, saw Bubba Lemon yesterday, Mr. Bubba, who was also his roommate in college. July 6th, 1944, the English Channel ball for England. Yes, I got hit. I got it again, this time shrapnel in the left arm, so you got it to a second injury. It showed that nothing serious. The Lord has been kind to me, and I don't mind this rest and food that you can get in the hospital one bit. Love to all, Bubba. They also called him Bubba. Same thing as Bubba Lemon, you know, Bubba Marshall. Okay, next approximate 3 months, I've lost part of something. In England, hospital and awaiting orders. October 31st, Germany, not much to write about. I've seen the Siegfried line, quite a spectacle. And of course, once I got to note, the Louisiana French are of Norman descent, so that's where they came from, the peninsula, you know. I hope I don't lose any of this stuff. It's valuable. I have other copies elsewhere, but it's valuable stuff. November 9, 1944, Germany. Right now the snow is a couple of feet deep, and the way it's coming down will be much deeper in the morning. It looks like a scene from a Christmas card. I have on the following items of clothes: 2 pairs of socks, shoes, rubber boots over the shoes, long wool underwear, 2 pairs of pants, 2 shirts, field jacket, gloves, woolen cap, and helmet. Of course, if it gets real cold, I can put on my overcoat. All right, November 16, 1944. This is all when around the time of what's called the Battle of the Bulge in the dark forest or whatever, Black Forest. November 17, 1944, Germany. I'm doing just fine, and my only regrets is that I won't be home this Christmas again. Let's see, this must be 4 Christmases that I've missed at home. I miss all of you very much and hope next Christmas I'll be with you. December 4th, 1944, Germany. Still, I'm sure the Battle of the Bulge. Have the time and facilities for only a short note. All the stationery was taken from German prisoners. But I wanted to write to tell you that I'm still okay, although tired, wet, and muddy. I've been in the mighty, this is very interesting here. Been in some mighty hot scrapping and was taken prisoner for a few minutes when surprised in my hole by some Germans. But the Heinies, all right, now you German people, we love y'all, okay? But it was war and everything, it was all about the best, most charitable descriptions that each could give the other. But the Heinies didn't get very far with me, as some of my men spotted them and literally mowed them down. God have mercy. When it was over, that particular skirmish, there were about 50 less Germans in the war, and thank God everything is okay with me. You think it's interesting stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.